My name is Kimberly Wilson, and I'm a doctoral student at the University of Maryland, College Park. This year in Taiwan, my host institution was JUNG, especially the diplomacy department. My research is on territorial disputes, particularly the East China Sea and South China Sea dispute. My dissertation research focuses on how claims form in disputes. So I look at China's claims in the East China Sea and South China Sea disputes, and also Taiwan's claims. In political science, there's many findings that territorial disputes tend to be the most volatile type of disputes, the type of disputes which most often lead to conflict. So I think that question is sort of an easy question for me, because whether or not, especially in East Asia right now, it's such a volatile region, and whether or not states go to war is maybe I would argue, one of the more important things you could be studying. I think the things I've learned in Taiwan especially have very important implications for how we understand mainland China as well. And I think people right now, scholars all over the world, are puzzling over what mainland China will do, what China's intentions are. And I think there are important lessons to be learned in Taiwan about China as well that haven't been explored. And also lessons to be learned which might tell us something about mainland China's future intentions, or where the direction of these conflicts might go. I think that a lot of governments around the world spend money on bringing people to their country with the assumption that if you just come to that place, you will love it. And I think, unfortunately, that's not always true. But I think with Taiwan, it really, really is true. I think especially the Fulbright program, which brings very exceptional people. I think, in particular, the other Fulbrighters that I've known in Taiwan are all exceptionally talented, exceptionally intelligent people, and they will be important people in the future, whether or not what role they play perhaps in the government or the military or academics in the United States. And so I think these people are a particularly good investment for spending money on exposing Taiwan to the United States and even a little bit to the rest of the world. Well, I think I was very lucky because of my degrees and my position in my program, my sort of status in my doctoral program. My host institution trusted me to teach quite a bit. So I actually taught a number of classes, and the classes that I taught were on American foreign policy. And I think this type of exchange goes right to the heart of what Fulbright strives to do. I was able to talk, I remember in particular I gave a long lecture about the American presidency and different models of the American presidency. And I was able to interact with incredibly bright students at JUNG. I was always so impressed with them, maybe even a little bit intimidated because they were so smart. And I think this is really the type of exchange that Fulbright strives for. I think the first thing I would say is that JUNG had very impressive students. I've met a few JUNG graduates before I came to Taiwan, and I had noticed they were smart, but now after interacting with a lot more of them, I know that I can always be on the lookout for them and expecting them to be very high quality, very intelligent, very impressive people. And so that's the first thing I would say. The second thing is that the faculty are also very impressive, very friendly people. And the third thing I would say is just that JUNG's campus is actually very beautiful. I always loved going down there, and you can always look out a window and see all the mountains. I just thought it was a very beautiful campus. So I'm definitely a bit biased, but I think one thing that's particularly great about Fulbright Taiwan is that Fulbright Taiwan seems to take so many more doctoral students than other programs do. I know in the mainland, a lot of people are just sort of doing research projects. They're just out of undergrad. They're not sure where they're going. They're not enrolled in any programs at all. And in Fulbright Taiwan, I remember Dr. Volke even saying the preference is to take doctoral students, to take master's students. And I wholeheartedly agree with that, and am grateful that that funding is prioritized that way. Because for someone like me, I can't imagine having been able to do my dissertation research in this manner without a Fulbright grant. And it's essential for me to complete my degree and to do my degree the best that I can. Everything, all the money I was given in Taiwan, all the opportunities that I was given, they were leading towards something very tangible, my dissertation. And I would encourage any other doctoral student who's considering doing field work to apply for Fulbright and to take advantage of this opportunity.